For more great content, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell.
But it really hurts your design when the first thing people think of is like Jet 2.0 dropped.
Do we take into consideration that this is also the League of Legends champion?
I think out of all of these agents, she would be the one that I would most want to crush my throat. So that does kind of give me like anti-vax vibes, like a little bit, like, but like on the low key.
Hi everyone, Tyler Fiona Fire Erzberger here with Top Tier, your weekly debate show where grown-ass adults fight over arbitrary rankings that don't matter in the end. We have two Valorant experts, Yinsu Collins coming back from Champions where she hosted, and we have Danny Appleford, our resident young person on staff, and we have Nick, who, he's a League of Legends person, so, it's Riot Games, same really. Over-sexualized characters.
I actually think the Valorant characters are less sexualized. That's why I like them more.
I agree. I think
Chamber's not sexualized.
It's not his fault that he's so handsome. Like, it's not like he's whipping out his 12-inch on the battlefield like Morgana and Miss Fortune running around with like.
Or today we're ranking the Valorant agent. Today we're ranking these people on the character, on the lore, on their aesthetic, on their voice lines, on the essence of just them as an agent.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Top Tier's rule of reading. As I'm sure y'all know by now, they'll each take one placement and put it anywhere they want on the board. Then, in the executive order round, once all of the placements are placed, they'll each take one selection and move it anywhere else on the board. Now, please heed my warning here, guys. This is our most unhinged, weird, out-of-pocket episode we could have possibly put out. Be ready.
The order for today, I will go first, Yinsu will go second, Danny will go third, and we will have Nick be our anchor for today.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure this is like my 5th time being 4th in a row. I'm just getting that out there. I'm just acknowledging it. I've got no issues. I'm just acknowledging it and putting it on.
It's better than being third, I'll tell you that. Being third sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I have to start with a story. I have to start with the first time I ever played Valorant. They had the servers open one day early, and I got in. I downloaded the game one day early before even the influencer has had it. I could play the tutorial, and I'm like, this is cool. This Russian guy, his accent's pretty cool. He's right. He has a drone. But then you're able to pick a character to do the training mission stuff. Oh, here's how you plant a spike. And I picked this character. And once I locked in this character and I played with his ultimate and I played with his skills, I was like, this game is amazing.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes?
How does his lore and aesthetics come into this?
Because his lore, his aesthetics are damn and to he.
I love his aesthetics, but his lore is ass.
Oh no, it's not Sova. No, it's not Sova.
That's what I thought it was.
No, Sova. It's not Sova.
Oh.
Phoenix.
No, Danny, you're right. That's why Phoenix is going to Pantheon,
wait,
baby.
I thought you were talking about Sova.
No, Sova's boring. You start the tutorial with, you have to play Sova, but then you can change characters with the other missions.
You confused me. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Phoenix's lore is badass. I love Phoenix. The voice actor they got is
he's so
literally
good.
Phoenix. A little fun fact, he actually went to a performance art school in Peckham. It's rough and it's proper end stuff. So he's a real Londoner. I get a feel of the Akali-ness of the fact that he is literally in everything. He's in all of the cinematics. He looks cool. I back him.
His ultimate is literally him dying and then coming back to life with the popped collar. It's just so good.
He got suspended from school by setting it on fire. So
what a bad boy.
I'm strangely with you on this one. I'm fine with this.
No, I'm with you too. He's super, and he does the snap thing or whatever, right? That's come on.
Resident young person Danny, how would you rate this fit?
I think, pun fully intended, as every Zoomer would say, his fit is fire.
You guys can't see this, but I'm currently wearing a Killjoy t-shirt. My bae, my love. My girl, my one and only. I think in terms of the character design, I think she looks so cool. We spoke about the over-sexualization of the League of Legends characters. This is the direct opposite. This is how to make
big puffy coat, big yellow puffy.
she is attractive. Like,
She's
she
the
is
hottest.
undeniably attractive.
Most
but she-
attractive agent in the game. She is number
Wait.
one for my book.
But that's why I think it's cool to have a character where everyone unanimously agrees that she's attractive, but she's not showing her vagine to the world, which is, I think, pretty nice. In terms of lore, I think it's really cool that they've put in this like German nerdy scientist who designed like all of her utilities, and obviously partially designed Razor's Boombot, who kind of like stole it and redesigned it herself. I'm pretty sure this is canon that she plays League of Legends. Like, she actually plays the game.
Nick's
of League
like,
of Legends.
Actually,
Very
I
good
will
voice
say
lines.
that some of my German friends have said that her accent could be better, which is like, you know, give or take. But I think just overall, in terms of like how cool she is and how different she is, so different from like a lot of video game
Great
characters.
design.
How cool is the name Killjoy as well?
Yeah.
That's a sick name to
do.
call an
that's a
agent.
gamer tag if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. For that reason, I gotta put my Bay in the Pantheon. You can go in
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I
My
put
girl.
her.
There's so many pantheons.
He's all fan.
So I think that Valorant like has this like it leans more towards like techwear and streetwear for like character
Yeah.
designs, and I think that Killjoy is like one of the embodiments of that. I think
Yeah.
Killjoy is
Yeah.
a super sick character design and like kind of becoming iconic from what I can tell. Like I feel like
Mhm.
everyone's like cosplaying and talking
Yeah.
about Killjoy all the
Yeah,
time.
it's
Alright.
up to you to divide us now.
Resident young
Yeah.
person. Where
Perfect.
does the Zoomer go? What's the
Well-
Zoomer gonna pick?
Okay, well the Zoomer has to pick a fellow Zoomer, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's also the one I know the most lore of. So
Oh, I know
we're
where you're
gonna-
going.
we're going for Neon.
Oh what?
Uh,
I mean, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Jet.
And Yinsu, it's the same shit. Really. It's
Yeah,
really
they're both literal
All right.
Zoomers. We're gonna put her in good, just because since we
I
don't
think
know how
she's
she plays
great.
yet.
I don't know, but I don't care about how she plays. I think she's great.
But it really hurts your design when the first thing people think of is like Jet 2.0 dropped.
Do we
Jet-
take into consideration that this is also the League of Legends champion? Like, does that add any points to it?
So
We don't
I
talk
think
about
it,
soap.
I think it might. I don't know.
I think she has potential to be great, right? I think
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
cool thing is that like the Philippines are like one of the most rabid fan bases in all of Valorant.
I'm gonna add a little bit of diversity because I do have thoughts about this person, Cypher, right?
Oh, okay.
I feel like technically he has a really unique design. They're obviously like a person. You can't really see them. And like
It's
I think the hat is
it's
kinda
on
unique.
purpose. It's on purpose. He doesn't let anybody see his face.
Okay,
That's his
because he's
law.
like a spy.
Until
Like
he
that's his whole
kills
thing.
That's his law. He doesn't let anyone see his face. He,
'Cause he's
by
an
the way,
assassin.
he's one of the most like kind of
Serial killers?
tragic backgrounds out of a lot of
Isn't he
these
a
guys.
serial killer?
Yeah.
Isn't it like his thing? Like he like makes traps for people to like kill themselves in, like Jigsaw.
Wait, what? That's
Yeah,
Oh,
he's-
I did not know that.
Wait, I
That's
didn't know this.
terrible.
Holy crap.
What
He's
the
a
f
killer.
is this?
Like,
Whoa!
Listen to his voice lines. They're like, "Oh, you've fallen into my trap again. You're gonna die."
No,
Like,
he's not. He doesn't
That
mean
is
those
not a
kind of
voice
traps. He means like his actual trap.
He's
like
not a
little
good
trap wire.
guy.
I think that this guy goes to the Shadow Realm
Oh,
because I don't think his design is cool enough.
He
of
has a
characters.
hat.
And
Nick.
He
oh
has
my
a- he has a hat.
I
Come
also have a
on.
hat. He's too boring for Valorant.
Oh.
And
No.
I'm being harsh.
He is quite cheeky. He has a really cheeky, like he winds people up
Yeah.
personality.
Great
Like
voice
he's
lines.
always
Great
trying to
voice lines.
flame people.
He is a pretty like bland design. Very
But that's
cool.
his choice. He
Yeah.
wants to be hidden. That's why he's like this.
He's Jigsaw. He's Jigsaw from
No,
the movie
he's
Saw.
not.
This
He's a
headcanon
serial
that Cypher
killer.
is Jigsaw
These
is
are
messing up.
very like it's like there's a big difference between serial killer and like like you fell for my trap. Oh no, like it's like
He's
these
a
are like
serial
huge.
killer.
Okay, here's the decider. He has a Spotify playlist, so I'm gonna judge him
Okay.
by
They all
his
have a
playlist.
They all have a Spotify
Yes,
playlist.
he listens to Sam Henshaw, and I listen to Sam Henshaw. So
And you put him
I
in
will,
Shadow
I will
Realm.
bump him up to indifferent. I'll
No,
bump him up to
he's
indifferent.
good. He's.
It's freaking Tyler's turn.
Oh, it's your turn, Tyler. It's your
Oh,
turn.
okay.
Come on.
You know, I went Pantheon first time. I'm gonna go Shower the second time. Sova, get your ass in the shower room, buddy. Boring character. Nothing special about him. People call him Hanzo still, even though it's been 3 years and Overwatch is irrelevant pretty much.
But
Yeah,
I
like,
like his voice lines. I really like his voice
But
lines.
Silver
like-
Lightning better than.
but there's so many
Lightning.
better like agents that
I
like
am
like-
the
like-
hunter.
oh He has default character energy. You introduce Sova now as like an agent. People
It would be
like,
kind of a letdown, I think.
We'll give him
like-
points for being good looking too.
I'm gonna go for someone who I think is probably the most underrated in terms of lore and design and so on. My guy Omen
Ooh,
doesn't-
spooky. I'm spooky.
Yeah, yes, but
I'm spooky.
okay. His backstory is that he was torn apart in a battle that he doesn't remember. He was ripped apart, and he's currently stuck in like a torturous purgatory where he's just in pain like all the time.
Oh,
He doesn't know
no.
how he got to that
blackout.
state.
He got blackout drunk once. So we've all been there, buddy.
But his hobby is knitting. My guy loves to knit. I just love that so much, and that is in one of the voice lines. For that reason, I'm gonna put him in great. I think Omen deserves some love, and also for some reason, he has a really big fan base when it comes to like people thinking he's attractive.
I feel like she was kind of introduced and then forgotten in a way. I'm gonna
Bye-bye,
shout out
Astra.
Astra.
I knew it was coming.
What?
Wait,
What? Are
I
you guys
never-
on crack?
wait.
Astra is Pantheon for me.
Oh, she's not
Astra
Pantheon.
is
She's
Pantheon.
Astra is not Pantheon.
No.
I'm sorry, how many Ghanaian video game characters do you know? And look this cool.
I'm not a big fan of her voice
Wow.
lines.
What
Are you
does she need to
serious?
say, Danny? What does she need to say to you?
I call you Chale because it means you're my friend. But maybe I should call you Kwasia because you follow.
I feel like she's just not as flashy as some of the
He's
Not
others.
so
flashy.
cool.
She has a golden sleeve.
One of the more attractive, agents in the game, I would say. I think she's.
She also
Yeah.
gets to go in the astral world. Like she gets to leave her
Alright,
body and
fine.
project
Lexi,
into an astral plane.
put her
Look.
in good, but that's as far as I'm going.
Oh, she's so cool.
This is
I'm
like
being
when
bullied.
In League of Legends, we like just got Senna, like in
Yeah.
terms of, like just now, and like Astra's actually cool. Like she has
Yeah.
style. Like I think
Yeah.
that you will never see a character like her in any single game. This is a really easy one for me. We're gonna go with Viper, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's straight to Pantheon.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
She's great.
I think out of all of these agents, she would be the one that I would most want to crush my throat. So that's probably it's very easy
Me
place.
too, sis. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Out of all of the voice lines, hers seems to be the most violent.
Come.
Like
Yeah.
she's so vengeful.
Yeah,
Um,
she is.
You wanted
She's
a villain?
violent.
I gave you a
Her
villain.
line's also really cool. Like the toxic gas, the poison, the green. But Nick, do you know her nationality? Just by the top of
Isn't she American?
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
never
she
guess
is.
that.
Apparently, she's from Maryland. Like whatever
Oh.
that means.
I'm from Maryland.
No.
Oh, are you?
Okay.
Oh,
There you
yeah, yeah, there you go.
Let's just keep on the attractive train going. Let's just go through all the
Alright,
attractive. I'm gonna go for A's. Another attractive lady.
Oh.
Some of the best Max in the game. Some of her lines can be very annoying after hearing them over and over and over again. But I think as an aesthetic, we literally have a show named after her, because of her goals and her
Yeah.
aesthetic. I think she's good or great, but I'm gonna put her in good because I think there's a few maybe agents that are a bit better.
But she is in a hip hop breakdance crew.
I'll put her in great. Let's put her in great. Let's just put her in
And
great.
they're called B Girl.
I think Ray
Um,
actually fits really well. I think Brazil. I think as a Brazilian character, she embodies the nation really well. I think her gadgets are really cool.
I will say her and KJ have a potential romance that I'm all for. They kind of flirt a little bit, she stole Killjoy's inventions and turned it into her own. They have a friendly, Riot likes to call it a friendly rivalry, which for me is
Yeah,
they-
it's like you'd
right?
they
Yeah,
could
yeah.
smooch.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had too many good characters. I'm gonna shadow round one. We spoke about representation in the game and how important that is. In my opinion, I think this was a poor attempt at that representation, and I would have liked to see more because this character for me is boring in terms of lore and design, which is Sage. I'm very
Yeah.
sorry, girl.
She's
I have to
Yeah.
shadow realm your ass. She looks like somewhat of a generic Asian character. Her voice lines are ass. Every time she says something.
They're so
Oh my
generic.
god, I'm shut up.
Very default character energy.
If Sage didn't have a slight, it's not even really an accent, but a slight accent to her voice lines, I would have thought she was American. She
Yeah.
has no like nationality representation.
It kind of feels like all the other agents like find her annoying too.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that this was a judgment characteristic, but thank you, Nick, for bringing this to my attention. Raina's going to the Pantheon because I would also let her step on my neck.
This is just like upcomers thirst list.
Raina's badass. She is,
yeah.
unfortunately, I think the least female.
That's fine. That's fine.
I think it suits her character. She has beef with Brimstone, Viper, and Killjoy.
Okay.
But her Brimstone with her beef with Viper is again very much like a romantic, in my opinion. Like they could have a thing going on. Although I don't know who will be the dom in this scenario. In a slightly more sadder note, her sister was murdered.
Oh.
So she's kind of like on a killing spree to try and avenge her sister.
I literally, these two characters look so similar to me. Breach. I literally.
Yep.
This guy's design is really weird, but does he
Wait,
have a
let
prosthetic?
me tell you his lore. Let me tell you his
Okay,
lore.
let me
It might
hear the
sway
lore
you.
breakdown. Let me hear
It
that.
might sway you. So he was born without arms. Like he didn't get them chopped off through a bat or anything. He was physically born with no arms. And I don't know how he did this, but he made his bionic arms. Like he didn't have arms, but he made them.
Okay.
And then he's best friends with Raze. Like they're literally like best friends, and they both used to live like a underground criminal kind of life where he was never a good guy. He was a bit of a criminal.
You saved me from sounding like the biggest asshole of all time. He was born that way.
To be fair, no one knows this shit. No one knows what Yinsu does.
Only Yinsu.
Like, I was about to say no. Like
Yeah.
we all see the guy with the robot arms, but
Oh, put him in Shower Realm. F*** him.
I'm putting him in the Shadow Realm only because what you just described of his cool backstory, he doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah, he's not cool.
I read that he's a Swedish man, and like, yeah, he's like a Swedish guy. Yeah.
I
Funny.
like him. He's
Like-
got beef with Brimmy. They've got like power struggles. I think he wouldn't be sleazy. I think he's the opposite. He's best friends with Raze, for Christ's sake. You think
Oh,
Raze is gonna
yeah.
make friends with someone who's sleazy?
Yeah, kind
Yes.
of. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
kind of give me like anti-vax vibes, like a little bit.
Oh.
But like on the low key.
I don't think he's as bad as Sage.
No, Sage is worse. Sage is
I-
way
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, Sage is.
I think we can
Sage is
put-
bullshit.
Breach on the top of the Shadow Realm.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
You know,
I'm gonna go with Yoru. Very cool design. Again, if this was a pro tier list, he'd be in the shower room because he's actual dog shit. He's almost as cool as Phoenix. Cool voice
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
Cool hair.
That's a good comparison.
Amazing jacket. So I'm gonna put him in great.
What I will say that it feels like Yoru in the group is like the annoying little brother. Like he gets really pissy. He's like very, very irritable. He's like throwing his toys out the pram. I like that because there's a bit of personality. I'm gonna complete the upcoming thirst list
Oh,
Oh,
With-
yes.
Oh,
let's go.
God.
the absolute most
Oh.
handsome, hot person that's ever
Oh.
graced any video game ever, and that is a Chamber.
So not Kale.
Oh.
No, Chamber, like, I don't even give a shit about his backstory because he's just so sexy. So yeah, I think we got so many mummies in the game. I think it's time that we have, like, I know Brimstone's a bit of a dad, but I think Brimstone's like an actual dad, like he has kids, whereas
Oh,
Chamber is
100%.
like, he's gonna give you daddy issues, but in a good way. And also, like, I'm not ashamed to say that I did look up Chamber porn. Just,
Alright. This
Well,
I wanted to
episode took
disclose that.
a turn.
Lexi, can you just change the Pantheon to like the thirst Pantheon or some shit? Like we've
What's
like
The thirst trap.
Yeah, the thirst trap. The thirst
we,
trap.
we have gone off the rails so goddamn much.
I just hope that we get agent skins in the future and there's just one of him naked.
This
or
I
in
mean,
like a French maid costume or something.
Oh my god, yes, Nick! Oh, yes.
I'm gonna go with KO on this one. He's pretty. I'm gonna put him in indifferent. He's just kind of there. I like that he's a robot. I think him being like outside of Omen, like the only non-humanoid agent is really cool. But his voice lines are just kind of meh. They're like kind of stereotypical like Terminator shit.
He's a robot. Like, it's not his fault.
dude, KO lays pipe, so literally.
I feel like KO is a boy personally, but
I'm gonna go with Akali. I mean, Jets. Really quick.
Akali.
You know, I had to throw it out there, but I main Akali in League of Legends, so
But you
I
main Jet.
suck at Valorant and insta-lock Jet when I first started, like every time, and realized you actually have to be good at the game to like enjoy
Very
things.
high skill expression.
So I'm gonna put Jet in just good. I think that her
Yeah.
design's actually really, really bland. Yeah, she's like got the knives and like has the hair and like the wind powers and like the dashes, and she's got like a little bit of attitude, but not too much. You know, I think her design is super safe. And when you look at like Yoru and you look at like everyone in the Pantheon, even like I even think Viper, for being an early agent, has a pretty unique design too. Like I think that her design's just kind of boring, which sucks.
I do like a fun fact about her that before she joined Valorant, she was actually a chef. She was a cook.
Oh,
That's
And-
cool.
Yeah,
That's
there's
cool.
voice lines where like she talks about like cooking and making food and that and so on.
I'm putting Sky in good. I don't think she was amazingly a chamber like reveal or even a Neon. With I think Neon Cinematic was way cooler than Sky's, but I think as a character, Sky's really cool, attractive, strong. Doggo's cool. You can make a lot of good memes with the doggo.
The way that they described her is that she's an eco warrior because she grew up on a farm,
Ah,
and I completely see her as like a vegan activist in the
Yeah.
nicest possible way. Her ulti, some people say it's jellyfish, but I was told by Jess specifically that it's like an Australian flower.
oh.
It's like something that's actually Australian. We got Brimmy with the
Oh.
stimmy. Brimmy with the stimmy, the leader, the commander.
The dad.
This guy is the
literal
one.
dad.
This is the one who's at like the 20-year-old college party.
Yeah, he's a boomer. He's a
Oh,
boomer.
He's an alumni, Tyler.
No,
Like founded the
no,
frat
he's
house.
the type of guy. No.
Like he
Never
graduated
leaves.
20 years ago and he just keeps coming back.
He lives in the attic. And he comes down every Friday night, being like, "You
I
Volra."
agree, I see him as like a Nick Fury type personally, like where he doesn't really have that like powers or anything, but he just comes in and just asks people to do stuff for him.
Yeah, but when he's on Tinder, he's looking for the 21-year-olds. He ain't looking for people around his age. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I mean, there
there's
are
nothing
moms.
wrong with that,
He's on
actually.
Tinder. He's doing good. Good for you, Brimmy. Just
I think Brimstone is a really good name as well, but I do feel like in terms of lore, it is a bit like, yeah, he founded the whole agency.
I'm American.
And then everyone else that's recruited after him just is better than him, I feel like, in terms of like firepower and backstory and just aesthetics. I hate to say this because I do think he is handsome, but I kind of want to put him in indifferent.
If we're saying Sky is like far left, like the most like eco-friendly, like liberal,
yeah.
Brimstone's probably, I would probably say the opposite.
I mean, we talk about anti-vax vibes. I think that is literally Brimstone. I think
mean,
Brimstone is like freedom, anti-vax.
Freedom, babe. He's freedom.
He's like loves the guns.
Yeah.
Like he probably voted for Trump. You know.
Okay, so it's now going to the executive order round where one by one, each of us will go down the line, making one final change to the tier list board. All right, just everyone imagine moving.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes, Tyler.
We're you know, it's a dark room, and then suddenly you wake up and you're tied to a chair and you're looking around.
It better be chamber.
And then you hear a ha ha ha, a cackle, and then from the shadows you see a little bike roll up, and it's Cypher. And Cypher's like, "Want to play a game?"
Oh my god.
Cypher is the best damn serial killer in the world.
Oh my god.
What a wonderful character. Move him to the great tier.
I also love that he has a hat, you know, and he's got a camera. He's probably a vlogger.
Great
He
voice
can
lines.
make content with Neon. Yeah.
Him without the hat when you ult is hilarious. It's always funny.
That's a meme forever.
His kit's really cool. Cypher's a cool name. He's great. Yeah.
He also single-handedly in the pro scene has caused the most drama of like any agent ever.
Oh,
Just he single-handedly disqualified like 5 teams.
He's Jigsaw, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have to do my girl Astra justice because she is amazing and such a great design. And I can't put her in the first list because I respect her. So I'm gonna move her into great. I have to.
I'm actually going to move Breach to good. The whole
Oh, okay.
Born Without Arms thing really warmed my heart. I think he's a little bit better than Brimstone. I mean, Brimstone isn't as... I mean, he's got an iPad, right? I mean, how cool can you be? But this dude's got 2 arms that just are sick. And
I have an iPad.
then you're effectively Brimstone, Tyler. I'm sorry.
Lexi, let's take KO. Let's do it. You know what? Sometimes you just need a jacked robot daddy who's with lightning shooting from his arm. Look at that.
He's also from a different. He's from an alternate Earth as well.
Yeah,
He's
from another
timeline.
dimension. To just like set you straight. I think that's a great placement. Indifferent, I think it's just doing him dirty.
If KO and Brimstone both go to the club together on a Friday night,
You're
KO
leaving
is
at 7:30. What are you talking about?
KO is pulling more than Brimstone is.
I would
think-
love to hear Lexi's opinions on this one.
Okay, first of all,
Holding her breath for an hour.
Roast our tier list, Lexi.
your guys' headcanons on some of these characters are so up. I couldn't believe that I was hearing about these frat party shit about Brimstone definitely is sitting at home, like in front of the fireplace, like reading a newspaper. Like, Raze, how do I text? I don't understand how this phone works. Like, he's
He
like
has
an
an
old...
iPad. He definitely watches TikToks.
So you're saying like Brimstone's the type of dude who types naked in Google and is like, whoa!
Neon tells Brimstone to type in Google Rule 34 Brimstone.
And it's just chamber porn, yeah.
Oh.
What do you think about our thirst list?
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I put Omen up there too, but you know.
I knew it, yeah.
No, go hug a loved one. We're back for the new year. Great episode. Put down below, who's your thirst trap in Valorant? Tyler, this was our thirst trap. I have no clue what happened. See you again next time on Top Tier. Bye. Peace out. I'm gonna go read some. I'm just gonna read some literature.
Go read the Bible.
Yes.
I'm gonna go touch grass real quick.
I'm gonna go touch grass.
We need the Bible after that, yeah.
That one.